Hi there everyone. I'm going to do a little recap video, not a recap I guess I should say, but a video about the layouts that I did at a crop that I went to, what was it, November 10th and 11th I think, and also kind of chit chat with you while I talk about the layouts. So this is one of the layouts that I did, and I put the rest in a pile to the side. Sorry if there's any glare, but this was a simple story, not a simple story, sorry, scrapbook generation kit. Sorry, I have to tell you guys, I haven't had any videos up lately because some of you may know I'm changing my space around a little bit. I know my camera looks a little crooked too. But that's one of the things I will chit chat with you about. So if I feel like I'm all over the place, it's probably because I am, because things are chaotic right now. But so this is a kit from Scrapbook Generation. I think this was the only page that I had in this kit. I don't remember seeing another one. But these were just pictures from a birthday party that we had for my daughter and my son at my mother's house. Anyways, I am going to do a little journaling here. I have not figured out if I want to do just like a block of journaling or type up some strips of journaling. But when I went to the crop, I did take some alphabet stickers, and I'm so glad that I did because I used them quite a bit. So anyways, this was one of the layouts, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And this is a photo. It's just the card that my mom gave my son, she wrote on it, and so I thought it was cute. I wanted to take a picture of that. So that is a photo too. So that's the first layout, and I had so much fun at my crop. It was a 24-hour crop. It was a Friday 9 to 6. Let me pull these over here. I'm going to kind of keep them on my lap. That'll be a little easier. Sorry for my squeaking chair. Sorry, I'm a little unorganized, like I said. This is another layout. I was thinking about doing journaling, but I don't think I will. I might go and add a few more elements to it. But, oh, I do need to add a little guy right here. So this was a Scrapbook Generation kit, but I kind of did my own thing with it. People in house. I added a boy and a girl here, and this potty man is the same height as, or was the same height as the potty girl, but because my middle son, he, darn it, I can't find it. Can't talk and do things at the same time right now. Anyways, he was not as tall as my daughter, so, and I only had those two with me, so I am going to add this third little potty guy, and he is smaller. I didn't have the small one with me because I only kept a few in my crop bag, but, which, speaking of which, I will tell you, I found this at Michael's, and I got it at a discount. It's by Jilly Bean Soup. And it's just a bunch of wood veneers of all different shapes. So I got one to keep in my cropping bag and one to keep at home. Although, you know, I don't need any more wood veneer. But those are such generic shapes that I thought I could totally use those. So I'm going to add that little guy there. I did think about taking, and I might still do this after the video is over, my white pen and adding little stitching marks. Sometimes it's pretty amazing what that will do to a page if you feel like it needs a little something more. So I'm going to do that. I'll add white stitching along the edge here, and then I'm going to go around this box with some white stitching just to give it a little more something. These are just pictures of my kids being silly and having fun. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photos on this one, which you could totally change. I changed how they had the photos too. And I'm not going to do any journaling on that one, I don't think, because it's just, you know, my kids being silly and weird. So I think those are the only two that I did that was a Scrapbook Generation kit. So this one, I struggled a little bit with this one. I love this. This is where Simple Stories, what is their Emoji Love collection. These alphas, I believe, came in a Scraptastic kit or another kit, so they're not part of the Emoji Love. Oh, there's something sticky here. Why do I have washi tape here? Oh, to cover up my brad. I didn't realize it was going off the edge of the page, though. Sorry about that. So I had these photos when my daughter first showed us Snapchat. Boy, we were having a lot of fun with it. And I printed them all on one 4x6 photo with my Canon selfie. Oh, darn it. Hang on. It never fails. Once I try to do something, they're going to call. Anyway, so I had printed all of these onto a 4x6 photo because there were so many of them, and I wanted to do something a little different. And I already had this printed up with my Canon selfie from a long time ago. And then there was a different picture here that I had forgotten about, but so I just cut that picture out and left them. And I did cut them apart and then glued them on here as best as straight as I could. I didn't worry about being too straight because the page is kind of crazy. Now, I did struggle with this area being so much white, so I decided to take my splatters out, and I kind of just went crazy with it. I just kind of splattered everywhere, and I'm not sure how well you can pick it up on the camera, but it really kind of filled it in and made it more messy and fun. So I had a lot of fun with that, and I think that collection, I've mostly used up what I could. I did add about a 1/2 inch border. It's not lined up completely. It's bigger on this side than this side, but I don't care. I'm not going to worry about it. So, and then I just wrote my journaling out here. So that one took me a little while because of this space, but oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Sorry. So anyways, I just thought I'd share that one with you. That was another one that I got done. And I'm not, oh yeah, I already wrote the journaling on there, so I'm not worried about that. And then I did this, oh, and I had this, I thought I had all the stuff written down from the collections that I used, but I don't think I did. So this was Echo Park's bark collection or something like that. If you want to know, I can look it up and find it for you. Just leave a comment below. But I did follow a sketch, kind of. I think, well, maybe it was a Creative Memories. Not Creative Memories. Boy, ladies, I'm just like blah, blah, blah today. Oh, I've got to get my head on straight. There's just so much going on. So, close to my heart, their second or third idea book. I think I followed a layout. My friend had hers, so I looked through and I followed a layout for the most part. These stickers, I don't know if you can tell, I didn't have the E's, and this is an S, but I really love these stickers. I don't know the name of them, but you can kind of see they're a little bit puffy-ish, kind of shiny. I don't know what the texture really, what you would name it, but I was so happy because look how much I used up of them, and I've had them forever. And like I said, I didn't have any S's or E's. So for the E's, I took, what letter was it? I thought it was, oh, it was an A. So that's what's funny. I cut down my A's because if you flip it around, so there's the E, and if you add a little curve right there, it turns into an A. See, if I cover it with my finger, it looks more like an A. Well, I just cut that curve off, and it's not perfect, but it makes an E, and nobody really notices without thinking about it. And then this S was a number 8. So I just cut it into an S shape. And it's bigger than all the other letters, but because like the G looks bigger with the ascenders and descenders, you don't really notice at all. I mean, you probably notice now that I pointed it out, but, and then I got to here and I'm like, oh no, I need an A. So I believe this was just a G or a Q, and I cut it off and it just looks like a regular A instead of with the line on the top. It just looks like the circle A. You know, I don't know the correct terms for that, but I really like how this layout turned out. It's really cute. These, you know, from 2015, I was glad to get this down, and I used up, I think, a lot of this kit, almost all of it. I don't know if there's really much. Oh, that's what I was going to do. What was left, I used up almost all these stickers. It really only had a sticker sheet with it and not any other embellishments. This is an Arrow paper clip that I got from Two Peas in a Bucket years and years ago. So I added a couple of those because I keep some in my bag too. And so I just added a few of those around, and I added the wood veneer in. And I do have some dog wood veneer at home, which is why I didn't do any more with this kit at the crop, because I didn't have much left. So one of these times at the crop, I guess after when I do a video like this of what I did at the crop, maybe I will show you what's left in my kits or something like that. So you can see how much I've used of it. That might be a fun idea. I think I was thinking about doing something like that, but like I said, I'm moving desks. I'm moving into my own actual craft room. It's been a very long process. I've been painting. We got new carpet in the back bedrooms, moving my sons around. That's kept me extremely busy. I was going to take my camera to this crop, and I was really hoping I could, because I knew I was going to be so busy these next couple weeks that I wasn't going to have time to make a lot of videos. But I bought a cheap tripod, and instead of having the tripod pieces that come down and then the middle part that goes up, the legs go down. And then it doesn't have anything that brings the camera out this way, because when you're doing a video, I could have done it, but the angle would have been kind of like this. And I don't really like, for myself, I don't like to watch videos where the angle is like this while I'm working on it, or like this. My OCD kind of freaks me out. So I like to have the camera directly over what I'm working on for you guys, just because that's how I like my videos. Or that's how I like to watch videos, so that's why I like to do my videos for you guys that way. It might bother some more people, might not bother some people at all. So anyways, oh, hang on. Okay, sorry about that again. So anyways, what I was saying is I couldn't take my tripod to the crop, so I'm kind of bummed about that. So that brings me to, I probably won't have any videos up other than this, at least this week, possibly next week. I'm going to try to maybe do a little scrapbooking still and at least have some videos to go up. But I wanted to at least let you guys know what was going on, because I know I haven't had anything up in, a week and a half or so, or 2 weeks now. So anyways, so, but it's for a good reason, and I can't wait to have a new scrap space, because when I was at the crop, we had a nice big table, and I was thinking, oh, pretty soon I get this nice big table, because if you've seen my scrapbook desk tour video, then you know I have a very small space. So this was another one I did at the crop, and these are Bella Boulevard, those like not puffy hearts, I don't know what they call, enamel hearts, wonky. They were kind of wonky, so I added those on there along with some wood veneer. So again, this R, I think, was a B, and I cut it down. Although, look at these letters. They look like they're not sticking. That's interesting. So I really like this page. I think it's super cute. I don't know the date. I got to add the date. I'm not going to add any journaling, because I think it pretty much says what it needs to say. But I really like this one. I double matted the photo because this was busy, and I felt like it was getting a little lost. And so... but yeah, I like, oh, and then this was a border sticker, the page that comes with the strips of border stickers. So I just put one on top and one on the bottom. And then I did tear the edges of this blue paper and still inked it. And I like that look. I actually tore the edges. I don't know if I saw it on the other layouts or mentioned it, but I tore the edges on a few layouts at the crop, and I really enjoyed doing that again. So there was this one, and I do need to add the date, like I said. And again, I was glad that I took alphabet stickers, because I wouldn't have had any titles for any of these. And this is another one. Oh, and here I wanted to show you. So this page, I love, 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 love how this turned out too. This was his first little walk. Again, I need the date. I might just put the year if I can't figure out the date. But anyway, so with these alphabet stickers, what I did, and some of you might freak out thinking it was a waste, or that I could have used pop dots, but I didn't. I first put down, basically I put 3 layers of the stickers. So these stickers came with, oh yeah, that's right, these stickers came with this collection. And so if you look, I'm going to see if I can get any of the dimension that's to it. See, those alphabet stickers have just a little bit of dimension to them. So what I did was I first put the title down, First Walk, but because this area is so busy, it got a little lost. So I thought, you know, if you've ever seen Jennifer McGuire's videos, and she likes to layer, like she'll die cut a word 4 or 5 times and layer it together for some dimension. So I thought, I'm going to try that because I have plenty, you know, I'm trying to use up my alphabets anyway. So I took the same letters, and I think I did it 3 times. So I put 3, there's 3 F's here, 3 I's, 3 R's, and so on. And you probably can't really tell so much on the video, but in person, it really helps it stand out. So there's an idea for you. If you have a busy background paper and you feel like you want your title to stand out a little more, yeah, you could use pop dots. I already had the first word down, or the first letters down, and I thought, it's fine if I use these letters anyway. I want to get them used up, so it didn't bother me. But yes, you could use foam tape. Plus, also adding foam tape behind all these words would have been just rather annoying when I could just plop the letter stickers down. So that is an idea if you have extra letter stickers and you want to make your title pop just a little more. So just stack them on top of each other, and it really does add a little bit more dimension to it. It almost makes them look kind of chipboardish, but not so much. So yeah, give that a try. I really like how it turned out. So, and then I just made a cluster in each corner. I'm not going to add any journaling. I'm going to add the date. I didn't really feel like it really needed much journaling, although we didn't make it very far. Our house is right here beside my husband, and then just up the road, like to here's the neighbors. So there's our house, and then I think we made it to about here, and her and her nose, of course, it took us like 20 minutes just to get to here. So anyways, but that would be a funny story to tell. Maybe I could write that somewhere, so I haven't decided on that. And if I did, I'd probably maybe type journaling strips and put them here, or a little bit of journaling here on some paper. So that's that page. I really like it. I feel like I really like a lot of the page. There's a couple that I'm not too crazy about, but that's okay. So this is a different collection. This is another Echo Park collection. I don't remember the name. Happy Fall or something. Happy Fall, y'all, or something like that. So these are old pictures. This is from 2009. And this is my daughter who just graduated high school. That tells you how old these pictures are. But I used flip-flaps, and I've done a video on flip-flaps before. So let me know if you want to know more about flip-flaps. But when I put this in the page protector, I will cut just a small slit through the page protector there. And then I will curl this through that slit and lay it on top of the page protector. So this will be on top of the page protector, and everything else will be protected in the page protector. If you want to see me do that in a video so you know more of what I'm talking about or what I mean, sorry about the glare again. Hopefully in the new room I won't have as much glare. So if you want to see or know more about flip-flaps, let me know. So, but I got a lot of photos on this page. Oh, and another little photo, so little flip-flap. This is 3x3, I believe. They have 2x2s, 3x3s, 4x4s. You can get everything. 3x4s, 4x6s, 5x7s. So, yeah, so it just added, it's a great way to add more photos. And same thing, I will put the whole layout in the page protector, cut a little slit, and then slide this through. There's different ways you can do it. You could probably even Google flip-flaps and stuff and figure out how to do it if you wanted to. But I am going to maybe add a title here, Pumpkin Patch or something. I haven't decided. In orange. I didn't have any orange letters with me at the time. So, and then maybe a little journaling here or maybe not. So, yeah. So that, I really liked the way that layout turned out. And then another one with this page collection, and I love, love, love this. Same thing here. So these are Doodlebug letters, and I just did 2 But when I put the title down, it was a little bit lost on this busy pattern paper. And so I just added another layer. I think I only did 2 because that's all the letters I had from that. And these are Doodlebug Alphas, not Echo Park. This is Echo Park paper. But this cute little guy was in my garden, and I put some peanuts on the little fence post, and the next thing I know, he went to get a tomato. I didn't know they ate tomatoes. Oh my gosh. So he was eating this tomato, and he tried to pick it up, and I have a little small video on my phone, and it was hilarious trying to watch. I mean, this tomato was probably the same size as him. And so, so that's what I pretty much wrote in my journaling. And, these are like clear stickers that I have. I added a leaf in a jar, and then this one says, "I'm nuts about you." I thought that was just kind of cute. I love this. There's no white background. I love the wood grain background. You know, I wasn't the biggest fan of wood grain for a while, but now I'm really, really loving wood grain. So, and I just absolutely love the way this page turned out. So, here's another torn edge, which it's not that noticeable because it almost gets a little lost on the page, but it's still there. So yeah, I really like how this layout turned out. So that's another one. Now these ones are some of my favorites. Let's see, I want to make sure that I get them in order. So this is the first one I did. And oh my gosh, I think these are absolutely beautiful. And I think these are some of my favorite photos. This is my daughter's prom. And I did write Prom 2018 down here, but I loved the title. So this is Coco Vanilla Studios. I believe it's the Midnight Collection. And when I saw it, I got really excited because of the color of her dress. The funny thing is, I bought it because I wanted the purples to show up, and I thought there was more purples. When I went to actually use the collection, there's not a whole lot of purples. There's just a little bit, but it still really went well with these photos. And I just love, 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 love these pictures and this layout and the papers. And again, instead of using a white background, I used the wood grain, and I kind of did that because I knew the fence was behind them. And oh, I'm just in love with this anyway, so I'm very happy with how this turned out. I did add some little gems by Queen & Company into the butterflies. And with the butterflies, I always glue the center of the butterfly down flat to the page and pop up the wings, so the wings look like they're actually up a little bit. So yeah, I just added some word stickers around, and I just kind of played with this collection, and I had a lot of fun. And I really love this layout. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys. Oh, and I also added some enamel hearts that were Doodlebug. They're tiny hearts. I think they're called Shape Sprinkles, but these are the tiny heart ones that came in like, I think last year released them. So they're on there, added like 3 in each cluster area. So yeah, and I really like the kind of free colored look to the flowers. I didn't do that. That's how it came. But I just really kind of like that look where it's not completely colored in, like it's watercolored. I would never be able to make it look that good. Anyway, so that's those photos, and I love that collection. I think I used up a lot of that collection. So then the next layout I did with it might have been this one. And this, again, same on the same photos, but I love these photos. So we were just snapping pictures. My husband might have even taken these. But I love that they're laughing and they're kind of, you know, joking around with each other. I just love the candidness of it. And I kind of wrote about that in the journaling. It's just, they're great, happy photos. And they're not posed, they're just looking, and I love it. So I really wanted to document these ones separate from the other ones, so I could talk about these photos. This is probably some of my favorite photos they are my favorite photos of the prom. So I just used, again, more of the words that came in the kit though, and then I wrote about what it was and added some clusters around, and again, some more of the Doodlebug tiny hearts around. So I really liked the offset of this. I think it looks really cute, and I like this here. So there are strips of paper going from this side to this side right here, and you can't really see them, but I don't care. It's really pretty. So yeah, again, see, there's not very much purple on here. I mean, there's a little bit here, but it's amazing how well her dress still really pops and stuff with this collection. So I love this. I forgot to show this to her. I actually need to do that. So then more pictures from her prom. These were just ones I took of her, just her. And this is probably one of my favorite photos. She's just gorgeous, and she has no idea how pretty she is. But these pictures just were gorgeous. I loved her hair. I loved everything. So we got, you know, the photo of looking to the side so we could get the back of her hair a little bit and stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun whenever she gets married. If she gets married someday, her pictures are going to be so much fun to scrapbook. So, yeah, I just put a strip here and then some strips along in the middle and added all the pictures along here. And this was a 5x7. I cut it down to a 5x5, I think, or a little over 5x5. Because there was nothing on the sides that really needed to be in the picture, and I wanted to fit all of them in there. So, and then these are some close to my heart enamel shapes, but I don't know what they're called, but they're kind of sparkly. I happen to have some of those, and that actually reminds me of one of these layouts. I think it's one of the ones coming up. I need to add one more. I figured I'd add it at home because I ran out. And I even used a banner. Yay! I'm not crazy about the banner being there, but I'm not too worried about it either. I might go back with a Wink of Stella pen and add some sparkle in the flowers. I might do that just for fun. I don't think I'll do any journaling. I got the date on there, so yeah, so that's that layout. Just a couple more left. So same collection, but different photos. And this was a selfie she took. I don't know if she used a filter or something. This was quite a while ago, earlier last year sometime, maybe even the end of 2016. I'll have to ask her because that's one thing I don't have is the date. But I wanted to put it on a grid. I actually saw something like this on Pinterest, and took me a while to figure this out because I had a cluster here and I had this cluster here, and I felt like I needed something up here, but I didn't know what. And then I decided to try the banners, and then it just started going together after that. And again, just the title, and I feel like the purple in her scarf, again, there's not as much purple in the collection, but the colors just are beautiful with this layout. And then I took one of the pattern papers, and no, I didn't get it. I wasn't worried about it because I knew I was getting through a lot of the embellishments. It's kind of this wonky colored paper. It's like this one right here, but it's got more colors and it's all over the place. And so that's what I mounted it on. I felt like that really brought everything together. And you know me, I've been into doing that lately. That's kind of been my thing to do lately. So yeah, and then more of those close to my heart little enamel, whatever they are. So I really like this one, and I meant to show my daughter that one too. So, and then this was the last layout that I have from that weekend. Trying to load them up here, or get it lined up, I mean. So, I'm sorry about the glare. I'm trying to lift it so it doesn't have a glare. Oh, maybe I just decided to add one close to my heart dot. I might add a few more. In fact, let's just do that while we're here, right? It would be in my little white drawer. So again, I just used the papers, same papers. Oh, I don't think I have any more of those. That's really rather a bummer. I might have to, it's okay because there's only one in each. I might go through and find something. Ooh, look at this this flower. These would be gorgeous with this layout, wouldn't it? I don't know where I'd put them though. I like the one right there. I only have two though. Where else could we put it? Maybe right there. Should we do it? Should we do it, huh? I don't know. I might play around with this after this video and see, because those are actually really pretty. This one has a lot of dimension to it though. If you can see the dimension, it's like, 1/8 of an inch or more, but it's super pretty. Wonder, and I don't seem to have any more. Oh wait, no. Well, I don't think I have the close to my heart one, so that's okay. I might go through here and find something else. Oh, and look, here's some little tiny flower ones. These are Queen and Company, by the way, I believe. At least most, these two big ones, I believe, are. But this would give like a third flower for somewhere. Those are really pretty. I think I will just go ahead and add those on there just because they're pretty. So, oh wow, look how gluish they are. Ah, don't glue there. Oh, those are pretty. I really like those. I didn't think I would really like these, but I guess on the right page sometimes certain things can be prettier on the right page than... That really sticks up a lot though. I'm not a huge fan of things sticking up super tall. Get my glue dots out. Love my glue dots. And I'm going to glue that one right up here. That was easy. Although now I wish I kind of would have put it... Oh well. If I try to move things, it'll rip, and I don't want to rip that. So these are my daughter's senior photos. I've done some of her photos before. I have more to do. It was a lot of fun having senior photos taken. So these ones were all in this dress. Again, the dress was more purpley, but it really looks good with this layout. So I have a big strip of pattern paper here, and then some going across. Most of it does get covered, but and then I put 3. These are like clear stickers. Some of these stickers are clear, and so I put 3 of the words around just for fun. And then this like banner weird shaped sticker I used. And this actually, I really like this. I struggled. I tried to use that on every layout I've showed you so far, but it was just so different that I had trouble using it. But I'm glad that I did. So yeah, I might add some more, at least of the white hearts. Those same hearts that I used on the other ones. Where I know I have some in here. Oh, well, here's some white hearts that I think these are from, oh, My Favorite Things maybe, or Tailored Expressions. One of the stamp companies came out with some hearts. Oh no. They're like enamel hearts, but they're very flat. They're actually kind of cute. Yeah, I think I like it better with an extra little heart by it. So anyways, guys, so I just wanted to kind of show you the layouts that I had done and let you know that for a week or two, if I have time to scrap in between, I definitely will, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that. Just there's so much to do. And then with Thanksgiving, that really doesn't help. Yeah, hang on. These are the tiny hearts, by the way. I bought a few packages because I knew that these were hearts that I would, or shapes. You know me in enamel shapes. I love my enamel shapes. So I'm going to add one of these on here also because it is a little bit smaller. So the circle is bigger, and then the white heart is bigger, and now this white enamel shape is smaller. So there we go. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions, you want to see anything else a little better. Sorry about the glare, and stick with me. 450 subscribers. Yay, that's so exciting. It's totally awesome. I check it all the time. Oh, by the way, if I don't comment, if you leave a comment and I don't answer right away, it's kind of a little wonky because if I check the app that I have on my phone, it doesn't show up, but it'll show up online. So it's kind of weird. So I do try to answer everybody's comments. So bear with me if I don't get to it right away. But all right, everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for having some patience with me. And let me know if you have any questions or comments. All right, see you next time. Bye.